Hello, my dear students. So now from today, we are going to start the first chapter of class 9 science, that is matter in our surroundings. So the first topic that we are going to discuss here today is matter. So what is a matter? So everything in our surrounding is a matter. Everything in our surrounding is a matter. What does it mean? Means anything that you can see. Like, can you see this marker? Yes. So it's a matter. Can you see this whiteboard? Yes, it's a matter. Okay. So anything that you can see is a matter. And one more. Anything that you can touch. Like right now, I can touch this whiteboard. I can touch this also. So both of these are matter. Okay. So anything that you can see, anything that you can touch, and one more, anything that we can smell also. Okay, anything that we can smell, like the deodorant, perfume, we can smell it, so it's also a matter. And one more, anything that you can taste, like the food, you can taste it. Okay, so it's also a matter. Okay, so what is matter? So matter means anything that you can see, that you can touch, that you can taste, that you can smell, it's a matter. Are you getting this? So just I can say that everything, whatever is there in your surrounding, is matter. Whatever you take, even a small dust particle, this is also a matter. Sand particle, this is also a matter. Whatever you can take, anything in your surrounding. Okay, so it's also a matter. So what is matter? Matter means anything that you can smell, that you can taste, that you can that you can touch. Okay, getting it or not? And that you can see. So we call it as a matter. What do we call it? We call it as a matter. Are you getting this? Hope you want a proper definition for the matter also. Okay, but one more thing, let me tell you. Your thoughts, this is not matter. Whatever you are thinking something, your thoughts, so thought, this is not matter. Anything that you hear, that is also not matter. Like you are hearing music, getting or not? So music, this is also not matter. Okay, so what is matter? Anything that you can see, you can touch, you can smell, and you can taste, we call it as a matter. So in all, we can say that yes, everything in our surrounding is a matter. Okay, everything in our surrounding is a matter. Okay, so let me write the proper definition for the matter now, because you need a proper definition. So this is the proper definition of matter. Matter means anything that has mass and occupy space. Anything that has mass, like let's say this marker. So this marker must be having some mass. Are you getting it or not? And it is also occupying some space also. Okay, so anything that has mass and occupy space is a matter. In simple, we can say this. So this is the proper definition of the matter. Okay, mass means amount of matter, means how much matter is here. Okay, so this we call mass, and the SI unit for mass is kilogram, and sometimes we measure this in gram also. Okay, this is the unit of mass. And same way, as I have said, anything that occupies space means how much space is being occupied, means amount of space occupied, we call it what? We call it volume. How much space is being occupied by this marker here on this board? So this we call as the volume. Are you getting it or not? Yes. So amount of space occupied, we call it as a volume, and we measure this volume in cubic meter, cubic centimeter, and we can measure this in liter and milliliter also. Like we have in 1 cubic centimeter, you have 1000 liter. Similarly, in 1 cubic centimeter, you have 1 milliliter. In 1 cubic meter, you have 1000 liter, and in 1 cubic centimeter, you have 1 milliliter. So you can measure volume in cubic meter, cubic centimeter, in liter also, in milliliter also. Okay, are you getting it? So this is the proper definition of matter that you should know. Okay, just write it down, then we would move ahead. And now we would study the physical nature of matter. So what is the physical nature of matter that you see? Okay, so the first one is matter is made up of particles. Let's say this marker, so it's a matter. So this marker is just, if I just keep cutting this marker into small pieces, so I would find small particles there. So I can say this, yes, this marker is made up of small particles. Yes or not? Yes or not? Yes. So the first physical nature of matter is what? The matter is made up of particle. Are you getting this? Are you getting this? Yes. So let's take a glass of water. Let's say you have a glass of water. Okay. Now the question might be, how would you prove that yes, matter is made up of particles? So prove it. How would you prove? So let's take a glass of water. Getting? Let's take a glass of water. Here you have a glass of water. And here you just mix some sugar there. You have a spoon, and with the help of this 1 spoon sugar you just mix here and just stir it with the help of a rod. You have a rod and just you stir it. Okay. Then after some time you would see that the sugar which was there earlier, the sugar is not there now. Where it has gone? Where is the sugar now? You have just mix 1 spoon of sugar there in this water, and you just stir it with the help of a rod, and now sugar is not there. Where is the sugar now? This is because the sugar has been dissolved in water. The sugar has been broken into small particles, and these particles are mixed with the water particles, because water is also a matter. Remember, water is also a matter. So water is also made up of particles. Let's say this is water, and water is also made up of particles. These are the particles of water. And you are mixing sugar there. So sugar is also made up of particle. Getting it? Getting it or not? And you would find that the particles of sugar are here in between. So this is how the mixing would take place. So you would say that the sugar has been dissolved in water. Are you getting this? The sugar has been dissolved in water. Okay. So this proves that yes, the sugar is made up of small particles. Getting it or not? So we can say sugar is also matter. So yes, matter is made up of particles. So this, with the help of this experiment, we can prove that matter is made up of particles. Okay. Now let me tell you one more thing. Let's say you have a swimming pool here. Okay. And you have a diver here who is diving this swimming pool, and he is cutting the water. Are you getting this? He is cutting the water. Means a diver is able to cut through water in a swimming pool. Getting it or not? You have diver here. So here you have swimming pool, and a diver is able to cut the water. So how is he able to cut the water? Because the water is made up of particle. So that is how you can cut. Water is made up of particle, so you can cut it, and you can just swim through the water then. Are you getting it or not? Yes. So this also proves that yes, water is made up of particle. So because a diver is able to swim in a pool, and the diver is able to cut the water in a swimming pool, because the water is made up of particle. So with the help of these two experiments, we can prove that matter is made up of particles. Are you getting this? Are you getting this? And one more property, one more physical nature of the matter you have, how much small these particles are. So you would say these particles are very small. We cannot see it right now. Are you getting this? So there are two physical nature of the matter. First one is matter is made up of particle, and second one, these particles are very small. Can you see it? Very small. Let's say you take a bucket full of water. You have a bucket full of water. Getting this? Okay. Now you have a blue ink, and just put few drops of blue ink here. Let's say 1 or 2 drops. So after some time you would find that this complete water has become blue. You have put only 2 drops of blue ink there, and after some time you are just looking that yes, the complete water has become blue. How it is possible? Because the 2 drops of water also has millions of particles. The 2 drops of water that you have put here have millions of particles, and these millions of particles are mixing with the water particles here all over. Getting it or not? Getting it or not? Very good. So these millions of particles are what? These millions of particles are just get mixed with the water here. So this proof that matter is made up of particle and these particles are very small. Are you getting this? These particles are what? Very small. So these are the two physical nature of matter. Okay, so let me write this on the board there. Okay, that you have to write in your notebook then. So this is how you would write the physical nature of matter in your notebook. First one is matter is made up of particles. So for that I have given here two examples, like sugar gets dissolved in water, and second one, and a diver is able to cut water in a swimming pool. So with the help of these two examples we can just prove that yes, matter is made up of particles. Second one, these particles are very small. So how do you prove? Take a bucket of full of water and just put a few drops of blue ink there. So after some you would see that the complete water, the whole water has become blue. So how it is? Because in a few drop of ink you have millions of particles. So you can say that the particles are very small. Okay, so these two are here the physical nature of matter. Okay, so that is all for today. See you in the next lecture where we would be discussing some more topics of this chapter. Till then, stay tuned and keep watching. Thank you. Have a good day.